Kuzabala. In this video, we will be solving the section C, that is data interpretation of the preliminary examination 2020. The first question, the section C, that is data interpretation, will cover questions from 51 to 75. So in this video, the first question, that is 51 and 52, that will be regarding the bar graph as given here. So if we go into the first question, what was the total amount of loans sanctioned by the fiscal years in 2018? So if you look into the bar graph, the loan sanctioned is represented by the white bars with the dots. So we need to find the total amount of loans sanctioned. That means we need to add all the loans sanctioned by all the financial institutions. We have 6 financial institutions in the bar graph, so we need to add all of them. So first we have 47.8, then we have 70.4, then we have 0.4, then we have 2.7, then we have 14.2, then we have 3. So total we have 138.5. so this is millions. Since the graph is given in million, we have the total 138.5 million. In our answer, since it is given in figures, so what we need to do is we need to convert this into digits. So if we do that, since it is given in millions, 180.5 into 1 million we need to do. 1 million means 1 with 6 zeros. So we have 138.5 and 5 zeros. So this is the answer. So if you look into our answers here, choices, B is the correct answer. Now let's look into question number 52. What fraction of PSL projects were approved by the financial institutions other than BOBL and T-Bank? Since they are asking for fraction, first we need to find the total of PSL projects that were approved. So if you look into the bar graph, the black bar shows the number of projects approved. So the total number of projects approved would be 70 plus 40 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 2. This is equals to 130. So total number of projects approved were 130. Now we need to find the total number of fraction of projects other than BOBL and T-Bank. That means we need to find the projects approved by banks other than T-Bank and BOBL. So we need to exclude this BOBL and T-Bank. So what we have is, we have 40 plus 4 plus 6 plus 2. So we have 50 and 52. So we have 52 projects that were approved by banks other than T-Bank and BOB. So the fraction we need would be the projects approved by banks other than T-Bank and BOBL divided by the total number of projects, that is equals to 130. So equals to, if we divide by 26 into 2 is 52, and 26 into 5 is 130. So the required fraction is 2 by 5. So the correct answer is C, 2 by 5. Now let's look into question number 53 and 54. This is in regard to stem and leaf plot. So stem and leaf plot looks like this. We have the stem on the left hand side, we have a line dividing a divider, then on right hand side we have the leaves. So this is stem and these are leaves, stem and leaves. So usually what happens is the stem side would have the starting number and the leaf side will have the ending number. The stem side can have multiple numbers, multiple digit numbers, but in the leaf side we can only have a single digit number. Like for example, in the stem side we could have 56, 66, 76, 89 or 91, something like that, 2 or 3 digits. But in the leaf side we can only have one digit number like 1, 2, 7, 8, any number but of single digit. Now if you look into the question, what is the model mark obtained in economics by the RIM graduates? So if we are asked to look for the model from the given data, what you need to do is we need to find the number or a digit in the leaves which is repeating the most. So if we look into this, we have 8 which is repeating 3 times, we have 1 which is repeating 2 times, and 7 which is repeating 2 times again. We need to make sure that when we look into the number which is repeating most, we should make sure we're looking at the same row. For example, 1 is repeating 4 times here throughout the graph, but if you look into row wise, in this row 1 is repeating twice, so this does not count. So if you look into single row and the most number of repetition, then 8 is repeating 3 times. So this is the mode of the graph. So how do you write the mode is, what we need to do is we need to combine the stem to the leaves. So if we combine the stem, that is stem is 6 and the leaf is 8, so we have 68 as the mode. So the correct answer is correct answer for question number 53 is A, that is 68. Now if we look into question number 54, how many RIM graduates appeared examinations in economics? So to find the total number of events or total number of students that has appeared the exam, what we need to do is we need to count the total number of digits in the leaves. So total number of digits is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So total number of students that have appeared in the examination is 15. So question number 54, the answer is B, 15. Next we have a line graph that covers question number 55 and 56. So if you look into question number 55, which year has the highest number of tourist arrival? So this line chart shows the number of tourist arrival. That is the first line that with the dot shows East Asia and the Pacific. The next one which represents with the square shows the tourist from Northeast Asia, and the triangle line with triangle shows tourists from Europe. Now the question is, which year has the highest number of tourist arrival? So if you look into the graph, we can easily make out that the graph is increasing, that is gradually increasing, except for 2014 where it is 2015 where it has reduced. But we can also see that the graph here, this in 2014, the tourist arrival in 2014 and tourist arrival in 2016 are almost same, look similar. So what we need to do is to find the maximum, we need to compare this to find the actual number of tourist arrivals in 2014 and 2016, so that we can make the difference which had the highest. So if to do this, what we need to do is we need to add all of this 32 for 2014, for 2014 we have 32,105, that is East Asia tourist. Then we have plus 15,550 tourists, that is Asian, and we have 12,957. So this will equals to 60,612 guests in 2014. Now if you look into 2016, we have 30,288 plus 16,893 plus 14,361, which is equals to 61,542. Though they looked very similar, in 2016 we had 61,542 arrivals, and in 2014 we had 60,612 arrivals. So the correct answer for question number 55 is D, that is in the year 2016. Now let's look into question number 56, that says all of the following statements are true except. The first statement is number of tourist arrivals dropped in 2013. So if you look into the graph, in 2011 to 2012 there is an increase, and in 2013, yes, both two of the lines here have decreased, and the line here for East Asia almost remained the same. That means the tourist arrival has dropped in 2013. So that is true. The statement is true. You look into East Asia and Pacific constitutes, now look, option B, East Asia and Pacific constitutes less than 50% of tourist arrival in 2014. So if you look into 2014, total number of tourist arrival, that is 32,105 plus 15,550, 12,016. So that is equals to 60,612 tourist arrival in 2015. So out of this, what we have is, the question says East Asia and Pacific. So East Asia and Pacific, that is represented by the line with the dot. So that would be East Asia, that is 32,105. So if you look into percentage, or directly we can understand that 32 into 2 is 64, and this is just 60. So that means this will constitute more than 50% of the tourist arrivals. So that is, the tourist arrival from East Asia and the Pacific is more than 50% of the total tourist arrival. So the statement B, which says East Asia and Pacific constitutes less than 50% of tourist arrival in 2014, is wrong. So this is the answer. All of the following statements true except B, that is the correct answer. Now let's look into question number 57 and 58, that is regarding a pyramid. So question number 57, which of the following statement is true? So first option is overall sex ratio is 1. By looking at the diagram, this one is male, left hand side is male, and the right hand side is females. So if you look into the diagram, the number of female is always higher than the number of males in most of the sets. So this proves that overall ratio is not 1. It is either 1:2 or 1:3, because the number of females is more than the number of male. So the option A is not a choice. You look into option B, that is there are more male students who like playing basketball. Now again, if you look into the diagram, we have more female students who likes playing basketball than the male counterparts. Option C, we have senior students like playing basketball more than the junior students. So again, if you look into senior, that is in age 21, 22, 23, we have lesser numbers of students who like playing basketball. So option C is also not an option. So obviously option D would be correct option. Let's see. Number of male and female students who like playing basketball is same for 21 years old. So if you look into 21 years old, we have 44 number of males and 44 number of females who like basketball. So the statement number of male and female students who like basketball is same for 21 years is true. So the correct answer is D for question number 50 and 57. Now if you look into question number 58, there are 300 students in school who are 19 years old. How many female students do not like playing basketball if the overall sex ratio is 1 for 19 years old? So we have total number of students is 300, and out of 300 we have male and female of equal ratio, that ratio of 1. That means we have 150 males and 150 females, 150 males and 150 females. Now in the age group of 19, out of 150, 128 likes basketball. So after 150, 128 likes basketball. So the number of students who girls who did not, females who did not like basketball is 150 minus 128, that is equals to 22 numbers. So the correct answer is A for question number 58. Now let's look into question number 59 and 60. This is by reading the given table below. So this is the table that is given. So if you look into question number 59, which country has lowest per capita death rate? So per capita death rate, whenever there is per capita thing, we need to do the required number divided by the number of population. So in this we have total number per capita death rate. So we need to have the total number of deaths divided by the number of population. So in here in the diagram we can easily make out that Bhutan has 0 death. So that is 0 death out of the population whatever we have. So that is 770,911. So equals to 0. So the death rate, per capita death rate of Bhutan is 0. So nothing would be lesser than 0 in this table. So we can conclude that the correct answer is Bhutan, that has the lowest per capita death rate. Now for question number 60, which country has the highest coronavirus cases per million population? So what we need to do is, per million population we need to find the cases. We cannot directly make out from the table because we have so many options here, similar options. So what we will do, the best way to do is look at the options and find the cases per million for all the countries, all the options that is given. So what we will do is we will find for India all the options that is given. So first we will start with India, that is for India we have 199,613 out of the population of India is 137,890,900,337, which is equals to 0.0014. Now if we look into Russia we have 423,741 divided by the population of Russia is 145,145,929,929,678,678. This is equals to 0.002, 0.002. And if you look into Spain, we have the population of the cases in Spain is 286 out of the population of Spain is 46753 394 so equals to, this will be equals to 0.0061, 0.0061. And finally we have US. For US we have 1859693 divided by the population of US is 330848770, which is equals to 0.005. So this is the fraction, but if you convert into we have to find cases per million population. So what we need to do is we need to multiply all of these numbers by million. So since we are multiplying with the same number to every all the numbers here, so whichever has the highest, that is Spain has the highest, that is equals to 0.006. so the correct answer is Spain. Which country has the highest coronavirus cases per million population? That is option C, Spain. Now let's look into question number 61, that is scatter plot. So question number 61, it shows the correlation between GDP and electricity sale is the options are weak and positive, weak and negative. Option B, weak and positive, strong and negative, and strong and positive. So in a scatter plot, what we have is either we have something like going up, that is if it starts from low and it keep going up, then it shows a positive trend, so that is a positive. And if something comes down, then it becomes negative. So from the graph here is we are sure that it is positive. Now we need to find out whether it is a weak positive or a strong positive. So to find that, what we need to do is, if it is a weak positive, then it will be, the dots will be very close to each other like this, and it will not be uniform like this. But since in our diagram we have a proper gap between the dots like this, and it's fully positive and it has a proper gap between two dots, we can make sure that it is strong and positive. So for question number 61, option D, strong and positive, is a correct answer. Coming to question number 62 and 63 regarding a pie chart. So this is the pie chart, there are two pie charts given, and the question number 42 says, in how many categories did the total import and export exceed niltrum 75 million? So what we need to do here is, first we need to find the total of import and export for each categories. So for meat we have meat imports we have 50% of 200 million, so that is 100 million already. 100 million plus export we have, meat export we have 10% of 100 million. 10% of 100 million is 10 million, so 10, so we have 110 million here already, 110 million. Then for vegetables, we have 15% of 200 million, that is 15% of 200 million means 30 million plus 30 million plus 30% export. 30% export. 30% export means 30% of 100 million is 30 million. So this will come to 60 million. Then we have alcohol. For alcohol, we have 5% import. 5% import. 5% of 20 million is 5% of 20 million is 10 million plus. Then in export we have 40%. So 40% means 40% of 100 million, that is 40 million. So total is 50 million. Then for fruits we have 30% import, that is 30% import means 60 million. 60 million plus in export we have 20%. 20% of 100 million means it is 20 million. So equals to, which is equals to 80 million. So if we have 4 categories, and among the 4 categories the total import and export exceeding 75 million is 80 million and 110 million. That is for fruits, and that's for the fruits and for meat. So in 2 categories we have import and export exceeding 75 million. So the correct answer for question number 62 is option B, that is 2 categories. Now if you look into question number 63, question number 63 says, question number 63, the ratio of fruits imported to the vegetables exported in 2016, that is imported, fruits imported to vegetables exported. Now fruits imported, since this graph is not very clear on which is fruits and which is vegetables, so what we will do is we'll take that dotted one as fruits and the brick one as vegetables. So imported fruits, import fruits means 30% of 200 million. So 30% of 200 million is 60 million. 60 million is to, since we are finding ratio, we'll do is to vegetables. Vegetables is the bricks ones, this one. So this is 30% export of vegetables. So that 30% of 100 million is 30. So if you do, it will come as 31, 30 and 2. So 2 is to 1 would be the ratio. I think you understood what I exactly did here, because since the diagram is not clear for vegetables and fruits, what I have taken is fruits be the dotted one and vegetables be the bricks one. Now if you interchange, you can do it the other way around also. Now if we take this brick as a fruit, then 15% is imported. 15% of 200 million means 30 million is imported fruit. Now the dotted one becomes vegetables. So 20% of fruit, that is 20% of 1 million is 20 million. So 30 is to 20, that is 10 into 3 is 30 and 10 into 2 is 20. So 3 is to 2. So whenever you get the question, you will get a proper diagram here. You will understand what exactly the fruit is and what exactly the vegetable is. So then you will come to know about the answer. So if the first assumption that the dotted one is fruit is correct, that means we have 2 is to 1. Option D is correct answer. And if not, option C is the correct answer, 3 is to 2. Welcome to question number 64 and 65. This is in regard to box and whisker plot. Now if you look into the diagram, this is how a box and whisker plot looks like. It's not exactly as it looks like, because the box here is completely blackened. We are not able to see few lines. I will explain that later in question number 65. Let's go with question number 64. So which of the following type of fruit has the highest range? So we are asked to find the range of the whisker box and whisker diagram. So first one is apple, second one is mandarin, and third one is mango. So how do we find a range? Range is the difference between the maximum value and the minimum value. So maximum value means the value at the end of the whisker at the right hand side. This is called the whisker. So we have a box like this, we have a box, then we have something called the whisker. These are called the whiskers. This is right hand side whisker and this is the left hand side whisker. So for example, if in this diagram we have 30 and 30 as the maximum value here for two of the apple. For apple, if you take for apple, we have 30 as the maximum value, that is 30, and for minimum value we have here for apple we have here, so it is around 5. You can take it as 5. So 5 is the minimum value. So range for apple is equal to maximum minus minimum. So that is 30 minus 5 is equal to 25. So this is how we find the range for each box and whisker diagram. So for apple it is 25. Similarly for mandarin we have the maximum is around 25 minus minimum is around 23. So for mandarin, range is equal to maximum is 25 minus minimum is 3, so equals to 22. And for mango we have maximum is 30 minus minimum is around 4. Minimum is around 3, so it equals to 27. So the highest range from this calculation we got it as 27. 27 is the highest range, that is for mango, and mango is number 3. So the correct answer for question number 64 is 3, that is C, option C. Now if we look into question number 65, which of the following statement is false? So in the diagram, the first option is we need to find which one is false, and first option is first quartile for mandarin is 10. So this is the mandarin and first quartile is 10, it is given. So it is true, because if we look into a box and whisker diagram, what we have is this is a box, this is the right side whisker, this is the left side whisker. The value equivalent to the left side, this one, is known as first quartile, and value equivalent to this is the second quartile, third quartile. So the question says the first quartile for mandarin is 10. So this is mandarin and the first quartile is 10. That is true. So if you go to next one, range for apple and mango are different. We have already found in the previous question that the range is different. So this is also true, it's not false. The quartiles for apple and mango fruits are same. So if you look into that, quartiles means as I explained here, this is the first quartile and the third quartile. So mango and apple, if you look into that, the third quartile is 20 and the first quartile is almost 10 plus around 12. So for both mango and apple, the quartiles are same. Now median for mango and apple is greater than the median for mandarin. Actually this can be the answer, because all three of the above options were untrue, not true. So D would be probably the answer. But in our diagram, what happened is it's not visible properly. The median is not visible properly. So actually what happens is they would have given something another line in between the box. So if we have some line like this, that is called the median. So if this will give the value of the median. That part is missing here, maybe because of the printing problem. So we are not able to say exactly, but as we have seen, all three options are incorrect, so we can go with option D, that is median for mango and apple is greater than the median for mandarin. We are almost done. Now going to question number 66, 67, 68 from this table. Question number 66. What percentage of the games did the team win during the first 7 weeks? So this row shows the number of matches they have won in the particular week. So if you look into the question, what percentage of the games did the team win during the first 7 week? First 7 week means these are the weeks, first 7 weeks, all the weeks completed. So to find the percentage, first we need to find the total number of matches. So it's given here, the last one, 50, that is the total number of matches. So we have total number of matches is equal to 50, and number of matches they have won is 5 plus 4 is 9, 9 plus 5 is 14, 14 plus 6 is 20, 20 plus 4 24, 24 plus 3 27, and 29. So we have 29 matches won out of 50. So to find the percentage, what we need to do is we need to multiply with 100. So if you do this, 0 0 cancel, 5 2 is 10, so 29 into 2 is 58. So 58% of the game they have won. So this is the answer for question number 66, option D, that is 58 is the correct answer. Now if you look into question number 7, which week is the best week for the team? So we need to find which week was best for the team, starting from 3rd, 4th, 5th and 7th week. In 3rd week we have 5 matches won, 5 matches won out of 7, 5 plus 2, 7 games they have played. Out of 7 games, 5 games they have won. So 5 out of 7, that is equals to 5 out of 7, 5 out of 7, that is 0.71, 0.71, that is for 3rd week. In 4th week we have 6 out of 9 games, 6 out of 9. You can see here, 4th week 6 ones out of 6 plus 3, 9 matches. Total match place is 9 matches and 1 is 6 out of 9. So 6 out of 9 is equal to 0.6. Then we have 5th week. In 5th week we have 4 matches, 1 out of 6, 4 out of 6, 4 out of 6, which is equals to 4 out of 6, which is equal to 0.6, 0.6. And lastly we have 7th week. In 7th week we have 2 matches, 1 out of 2 matches, 1 out of 6 matches, 6 matches. So equals to 1 by 2, which is 1 by 3. So the best is the highest number that comes, so that is 5 out of 7. So that 5 out of 7 is for the 3rd week. So in the 3rd week they had the best week. The 3rd week was the best week for the team. Now question number 68. Question number 68, what is says, if there are 50 more games to play in the season, how many more games must the team win to end up winning 70% of the games? Look very carefully. If there are 50 more games, so we already have 50 games, 50 matches were already played. Now if they are saying if they have 50 more games, so total number of games will be equals to 100 games. Now out of this 100 game, if the team have to end up winning 70%, so 70% means 70% of 100 games means that is 70 games they have to win. 70 games they have to win. Out of 70 games they have to win. How much they have won? uh, they have already won 5 plus 4 9 plus 5 14 20 24 29 games they have already won. Out of 70 20, out of 70 29 they have won. So remaining how many they have to win? That is 70 minus 29, so equals to 41 matches they have to win. 41 matches they have to win. So the correct answer for question number 68 is option A, 41. Now let's go to question number 69, 70 and 71. It shows the distribution of students studying Dzongkha and English and ratio of male to female students in 6 colleges of the Royal University of Bhutan. There are a total of 9,750 students in these colleges. So you should keep in mind the total is 9,750. Let's go to the first question. If the Dzongkha to English ratio of SCE is same as that of CST, what is the number of English students in SCE? So it's clearly given that the number of ratio of SCE is same as that of CST. So CST, the ratio of Dzongkha to English is 3:2. 3:2. The question is asking what is the number of English student in SCE. Now first we need to find the total number of students in SCE. So SCE, it is 12%. So 12% means 12 divided by 100 into the total number of students, that is 9,750, which is equals to 1,170. This is the total number of students. Now the ratio is in 3:2. 3:2. So what we will do is first we need to find the single portion for the total number of students. How do we find the single portion? Is the total number 1170 divided by the sum of the ratios. So that is 3 plus 2. So that is equals to 5. 1170 divided by 5. 1170 divided by 5. 1170 divided by 5, which is equals to 234. Which is equals to 234. This is the single portion. Now we have 3:2. That means English is in the ratio 2. That means total number of students who is taking English is 234 into 2, which is equals to 468. This is supposed to be the correct answer, 468, but they have made a mistake here, as 468 is not given as the answer. Instead they have given the number of students of Dzongkha, because Dzongkha is in the ratio of 3. So if we do 234 into 3, what we get is 702. But this is a wrong answer. The correct answer is supposed to be 468. They have not given it here. Now let's go to next question, that is question number 70. What is the ratio of female students of SC to female students of RTC? So in this question we are supposed to find the ratio of the number of females in SC and RTC. Now to do that, first we need to find the number of females in both the schools, both the colleges. So what we need to do is find the total number of girls in both RTC and SC. So in SC, the total number of student is total number of student is 25% of 9750, which is equals to 9750, which is equals to 2437. 2,437. Among these 2,437 students, this is the total number of students. Now what we have is, in RTC, in SC, the male to female ratio is 3:7. So that means total portion is 10. So what we will do is, we will divide the 2437 divided by 10. So we will have 243.7. This is the single portion. Now the ratio of women is 7, ratio of female is 7 here, ratio of female is 7. What we will do is, we will multiply this 243.7 into 7. So this will be equals to 243.7 divided into 7, which is equal to 1705. 1705.9. So we can keep this 1.07. This 1705. This is the total number of females in SC. Now we will find the total number of female in RTC. So RTC has 8% student. So 8% total. First we need to find the total number of students. So 8% we need to find. 8% of 9750, which is equals to 780. Out of 780, the ratio of male and female is 3:1. So total 4. So first we will make it into a single portion. To do that, what we will do is, we will divide 780 divided by the sum of the ratio, that is 3 and 1. So 4. 780 divided by 4, we will have which is 195, which is 195. Now the number of girls, the ratio of girl is 1, so that will become 195 into 1, which is equals to 195. Now the ratio of the females in SC to the ratio of girls in RTC will be 1705 is to 195. This will be the ratio, but this is large in ratio. So to check, what we will do is, 1705, we divide 1705. We will divide 1705. We will divide 1705 by 195, which will be equals to, divided by 195, that will be equals to 8.7. This is the value. So to find the exact ratio in our answer, in our options, what we need to do is, we need to divide the ratios and get equal number, which is equals to 8.7. So what we will do, first we will start with the first option, 35 divided by 4. See the ratio, 35:4. So we will divide 35 by 4. We will get 8.75, which is 35 divided by 4 is equal to 8.7. So since these two are equal, we can conclude that the correct answer is 35:4. So for the question number 70, the correct answer is 35:4. Now let's go to the 71st question. In 75th question, the question is, the number of English students in GCBS is what percentage less than the number of Dzongkha students in CLCS. Now we need to find the percentage of English students in GCBS to the percentage of the number of Dzongkha students in CLCS. That means first we need to find the number of percentage of English student in GCBS. In GCBS, what we will do is GCBS, we need to find the percentage of English students. To do that, first we need to find the total number of students in GCBS. That is 20%. 20% of 9750, that is equals to the 20% of 20% of is 1950. This is the total number of students in GCBS, and among these, those who are taking English, that is in the ratio of 3:7. That means to find the single portion, first we divide 1950 divided by 10, the sum of the ratio 3:7. 3 plus 7 is 10, so this will give 195. Now this is Dzongkha is to English, so in the ratio 3:7, so we need the number for English. So what we do is we multiply the single portion into 7. This will give us 1365. 1365. This is the number of students that is taking English in GCBS. So 1365 students taking out of 1930 is taking. So what we will do is we will find the percentage of that. So 1365 out of 1930 students are taking English. That means to find the percentage, what we do is we multiply with 100. We get the answer as 70%. 70%. So 70% of the student in GCBS is taking English. Please keep this number in mind. 70% of the students is taking English in GCBS. Now we need to find the number of students in CLCS who is taking Dzongkha. So in CLCS 15%, total number of students is 15%. First we will find the total number of students, that is 15%. 15% of 9750, which is equals to 1462.5. This is the total number of students that those are studying in CLCS. Now out of this we'll find how many of them are taking English and how many of them are taking Dzongkha. That we can do it from the ratio. So in CLCS 8:7 we have. So what we'll do is we'll divide this by 15 to get the single portion. Always to find the ratio, make sure that you convert it into a single portion. That is by dividing the total amount divided by sum of the ratios. So sum of the ratios here in CLCS 8:7. So 8 plus 7 is 15. So what we have is 1460 to 1462.5 divided by 15 equals to 97.5. So we have 97.5 into what we will do is we will multiply with the ratio of Dzongkha. So 8:7, the ratio of Dzongkha is 8, so we will multiply with 8. We get the value into 8 is equal to 780. So this is the number of Dzongkha students that is being taken in the CLCS. So then now we will find the percentage, because the question is asking about the difference in percentage. So first we got for the English in SC, that was 70%. Now we will find this. So that is 780 out of how many students? Total student is 1462.5 into 100. So this will give us percentage. This will give us 780 divided by 1462.5 into 100. So this will give us 53. So 53 percentage. So the difference is 7. Now the difference is we had 70% for English in SC. So 70 minus, now we have 53 for percentage of taking Zonka. So this will give us 70 minus 53, that is 27. So the correct answer is not 27, sorry, 70 minus 53, that is 17%. So the correct answer is 17%, that is option C of 71st question. Let's go to question number 72 and 73. This uses the stacked graph. Use the figure stacked graph below to answer question number 72 and 73. It shows the number of passengers carried by Duke Air flights to different destinations. We look into first question, that is 72. What is the approximate difference between the number of passengers from Paru to Bangkok in 2012 and 2014? So Paru to Bangkok is represented by the dotted bar, and we have this bar is the Paru to Bangkok. The difference between 2012 and 2014 is asking. So 2012, if you look into this, it starts from 10,000 and it goes till 40,000. So the total number of arrival is 30,000. 30,000 in 2012, 30,000 in 2012 minus in 2014 it starts from 10,000 and it goes up to 30,000. Let's say it goes up to 30,000. So the total number is 10 to 30 means it is 20,000. 20,000. So difference is 10,000. 10,000. So the correct answer is 10,000. For question number 72, the correct answer is D, 10,000. Let's go to question number 73. Question number 73. What is the percentage of passengers from Paro to Kolkata in 2012 to that of the total passengers in 2014? So what we have to keep in mind is asking about the percentage compared to the total number of passengers in 2014. So first we need to find the total number of passengers in 2014. So total number of passengers in 2014, we can see everything together, that is 80,000. So total number of passengers is 80,000, and the Paro to, we have to find the percentage of Paro to Kolkata in 2012. So Paro to Kolkata in 2012 is, Paro to Kolkata in 2012, this one is 10,000. So 10,000. Since we are required to find the percentage, what we will do is we will multiply with 100. These two is cancel. So the percentage will be equals to 12.5%. So this is the answer, 12.5. So for question number 73, the correct answer is B, 12.5. Now let's go to question number 74 and 75. For this we need to use the figure bar graph below to answer questions 74 and 75. It shows the percentage distribution of head of the household in a survey by gender by Dzongkhag. We look into the questions and we'll come back to the figure. Now the first question, that is 74, which asks which Dzongkhag has the most male headed household. So it's a straightforward question. It is asking which household, which Dzongkhag has the most male-headed household. So male-headed means, male means it will be given by the black bar. So if you look into the diagram, the highest black bar is in Samji. This shows that Samji has the highest percentage of male-headed household. So the correct answer for question number 74 is Samse. Now go to question number 75. Question number 75. Which Dzongkhag has least gender disparity as the head of the household? The least gender disparity means which has almost equal number of male and female headed households. So if you look into this, we can make out by looking at the diagram here, which shows uh, white and black bar of equal sizes. So if you look closely, then here we have 16 male household and 54 female, and here we have 47 household by male and 53 by female, and this one in Jemgang Dzongkhag we have 51 household by male headed by male and 49 household headed by female. So by looking at the diagram, it is clear that Zhengang has the least gender disparity as a head of household. So the correct answer for question number 75 is Zhengang. Thank you. And this covers the section C of the PE 2022 question paper. If you have any doubt, you can follow our Facebook page, that is Group E School Facebook page, or you can also comment your questions in the users question section in the website. Thank you.